to the dentist. I wanna hit Alex the hand of my dentist. They can't even take you serious. Big boy money, I'm serious. I'm trying to rack every time.
Jaden, Ben, Adam, and I each teamed up to help coach a Fort Bend youth basketball team and teach them the fundamentals of basketball. Our mission was to make them not only better basketball players, but people as well. We will teach them the fundamentals of basketball, like shooting layups on both sides, shooting drills, free throws, and dribbling drills as well. We also teach them to be good teammates to one another and learn how to compete against one another fairly. We also tell them to also give 100% on and off the court in the classroom as well.
For our LOC project, we will coach a youth basketball league and teach young kids how to play basketball. We will teach them the fundamentals of basketball as well as how to be a leader. The season started in October and ended in December. All practices and games took place at the Missouri City Recreation Center. Practice was every Monday during the weekday and games were Saturdays. Us four will team up as coaches and our goal was to win the championship. Sadly, we fell short, but we accomplished our goal of making all the kids better basketball players. We wanted to do this so we can give back to the youth and help them grow as basketball players. The people who will participate are Blake, Ben, Jaden, and Adam.
For this project, Miss Dickinson was definitely an inspiration. She gave us the idea to do this and use our basketball knowledge to teach the younger kids. Teaching younger kids, honestly, is something I really appreciate because when you're a lot older, you have more truth and value to things that they haven't experienced yet. And I definitely enjoyed sharing that with these kids who are definitely going to grow up to be good individuals. And just for the basketball side of it, basketball is my favorite sport to watch and play. And just experiencing that from another perspective of coaching was just something I've never done before. And I really shout out Coach Jamie. This whole operation would not be possible without Coach Jamie and Fort Bend Basketball Association. Us being pretty familiar with the foundation, we all four of us had played in his league before. And then him giving us a chance to just coach some kids is awesome and something we've never done before. So a huge thank you to Coach Jamie and the Fort Bend Basketball Association.
Go Elijah. Go Elijah. Elijah King. Steph Curry.
So,
We'll leave them. Good shot. High five. Same team. It's Silas. Swing that. Shoot that, Jeff. Back. Go up.
The first player to talk about, his name is Junior. I think we all could say he was the team MVP for our team. He was easily the most skilled player in the whole league. We got him about the fourth game of the season because we had a really tragic 0-3 start to the season. Junior came in, his dad with him as like a package. They both came in. They adapted to our practice. They put in the work, and that earned him a starting spot in his first game. And as you can see, he's really good for his age. And he made everyone around him better and was easily the team captain of our team and helped us get somewhat close to our goal of winning that championship.
One of our best players was Kenyon. Kenyon showed up to every single practicing game on time and always gave it his all. Before Junior came to the team, Kenyon dominated every single practicing game and always gave it his all. Kenyon was an emotional player and we often had to take him out of the game because he would get mad over fouling. So with this, as coaches, we helped him learn how to slide his feet and play defense without fouling so he would become a better basketball player.
the most competitive kid on the team was definitely Braylon. After every single practice, Braylon would come to me and ask me to play one-on-one, and he never backed down from the challenge. Even though I may have beat him, he would still give me a run for my money. Braylon was like the same way with his teammates as well, and other opponents. Braylon never backed down, no matter what the score was, or if we were winning, losing, he always wanted to give his best. And I really appreciate them for that. And I hope the best for him because he's going to be a really good player when he grows up.
Next player on our list name is Silas. From the beginning, all the coaches knew that he was going to be one of our favorite players. From the get-go in practice, he was a real light to the team. He made everyone feel comfortable and know their roles on the team to do what they wanted to do. On the court, he was by far the best shooter, and he hustled really well and got a lot of rebounds. Some things he would need to work on though is he would occasionally dribble into the corner, get really scared and hold the ball and cause a lot of turnovers. He would also get a little frustrated with us if we took him out, and he would be like, when can I go back in? When can I go back in? But that's also just the competitive state that he has, and he brought a lot of offensive firepower to the team, and we commend him for that.
Another one of my favorite players was Anthony. Anthony was a very competitive player. He'd often come into practice, always giving his all, and he'd also yell at his teammates and make them better also. He would often come up to me after practice, ask for some tips on how to become a better basketball player, and then he would apply it the next day or in the game and try to use those skills to help him benefit him. Anthony also was a very good scorer and has a very good potential to be a good basketball player when he grows up. Only thing he needs to work on better is his decision making as well, like the rest of the kids, and what shots to take and what shots not to take. One of my favorite players was Jeffrey. Jeffrey, even though he was the smallest kid on the team, he gave it his all every single play. On defense, he was our best defender. He would guard the other team's best player all the time, and he wouldn't complain at all. He would come into practice, give it his all, never complain to me about anything, just go out there, play hard, and play good defense. One of the things he needs to work on a little better, though, that we helped him with was his decision making. Oftentimes, he would dribble into the corner and turn the ball over. We told him, don't dribble in the corner and trust your teammates, and look for the better shot.
Those 6 players that we just mentioned were pretty much the core of the Yellow Jackets team. They went to every practice, every game. They bought into what we wanted to do to try to win. But that isn't the whole roster that we have. We still have 5 other players who are on the team who would come to some games and some practices, who still were very fun and had good connections with their teammates. We have Harry, Elijah, Ryan, Neil, and Jonah. Those 5, we thank you for helping us have a good season and a good start to a young coaching career.
All in all, us 4 each had a great time coaching these kids. We couldn't ask for a better group of 10-year-olds. We felt like even though we didn't accomplish our main goal, winning the championship, we helped these kids learn, become better basketball players and human beings as well. Also, for me personally, it was a great experience. You know, being the head coach of a young group of kids is definitely one I'll remember for the rest of my life. Even though my career for basketball personally is coming to an end, organization of basketball, I feel like giving my knowledge back to these kids that I learned from the coaches that I played with and my dad also, it was awesome to see these kids learn the knowledge that I learned.
I would like to thank Coach Jamie for giving us the opportunity to letting us coach these young kids. It was a very fun experience, and it was something that we will never forget. I would also like to thank Ms. Dickinson for giving us the idea, and we are very thankful for you.
I personally would like to thank the parents of all these kids. They were really wonderful. They let us take full control of their kids during practice, during games, let us do whatever we want. They would always come up to us thanking us for what we've done. And I just thought that was awesome because they were a lot older than us and had maybe more knowledge in basketball than us at occasions. And just again, I'd like to thank all the kids who are on our team. They're a great group of kids. They are all really funny. They love to play basketball. And like Blake said, we were a little sad we didn't win it all, but it was really fun to just coach these kids and experience something that none of us have ever done before.
Hello, Jamie. Thank you for giving me the time and opportunity to interview you for the FBBA Basketball Association. Do you mind me asking you a few questions?
Not at all.
All right. So first is, have you always been the owner of the Fort Bend Basketball Association?
Absolutely not. My first job out of college had nothing to do with what I'm doing now. I started my own air conditioning business out of college, and then I found a passion for basketball 10 years later. So I changed my profession and started a basketball organization.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Also, how did you get involved coaching?
Well, I introduced my son to the game at the YMCA at the age of 3, and then he developed a passion for the game, so we began training to sharpen his skills.
That's cool. What was the turning point when you decided that you wanted to become a higher official in the game of basketball?
Well, watching my son play under a bunch of different coaches, I really felt that I could contribute to the development of his game more if I coached him myself.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Also, would you say that the Fort Bend Basketball Association helps to develop kids quicker?
I would say yes, because it gives athletes an opportunity to continue participating in the sport.
Are you supportive of the idea of young coaches?
Yes, Yes, definitely. I enjoy watching the younger minds coach and the different ideas that they come up with.
Yeah, I agree with you. And also, would you change anything about your current job status right now?
Not really. I'm happy being a general manager at this point in my life.
All right, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Of course.